Hello, I'm Jere Shawver. I'm the chair of the Private Company Council, and I'm happy to bring you up to date on activities we have going on here in early 2025. In particular, I want to announce, for many of you who probably already seen it, but 2 weeks ago, we released the annual report for the PCC. This is the first time that we've had an annual report, but we expect this to be a new way to communicate with our stakeholders regarding our activities. The report can be found at fasb.org/PCC. In addition, on March 6th, we held our first meeting of 2025. It was a virtual meeting, continuing with our strategy of having one virtual meeting a year. We continued to discuss our agenda priorities that we began in 2024. The agenda priority process is intended to increase our efficiency by routinely evaluating private company issues. We're looking for things that benefit stakeholders and prioritize the most pervasive financial reporting issues facing private companies today. One of the things we discussed at some length in our March meeting was credit losses, topic 606 receivables. We had received feedback on a proposed update, and in that meeting we completed our redeliberations. We went through the comment letter feedback in some detail. Overall, the PCC voted to move forward with the proposed amendments, with some added decisions in a couple of areas, such as the effective date. This is going to require prospective transition, effective for interim and annual periods beginning after December 15th, 2025, with early adoption permitted to the extent financial statements have not already been issued. We concluded there was going to be no need to perform a preferability assessment upon initial adoption of the standard changes, and we've asked the FASB staff to draft a final accounting standards update subject to the ultimate FASB endorsement, which we expect to take place shortly. In addition, we also discussed topic 606, presentation and disclosure of retainage for construction contractors. We have concluded that we're going to issue, the FASB staff is going to issue an educational paper, which is intended to clarify the presentation and disclosure requirements in GAAP about retainage for construction contractors and provide some more detailed examples of voluntary disclosures that would allow users to get more detailed information. In addition, we had discussions with the leases working group regarding feedback they have received in these first few months of 2025 with meetings with private company preparers, and we really appreciate all the stakeholders for the feedback that they provided so far. We have addressed, and the PCC is recommending that we're going to support more research on subjective acceleration and material adverse change clauses as it relates to debt instruments. We're going to look for alternatives for the interest method, and we're assessing what weighted average disclosure requirements might require some revisions for private company preparers. In addition, we are also evaluating the impact of short cycle manufacturing on private companies and whether or not there's some enhanced standard setting that needs to take place. In addition, in the March meeting, we had an opportunity to hear from the FASB regarding several projects they have ongoing. Share-based consideration payable to a customer, determining the acquire and the acquisition of a VIE, and interim reporting. And in those, again, that's an important part of our ongoing mandate, is to provide the FASB feedback on an ongoing basis related to standards in play. Our next meeting for the PCC is going to be in June, but before that, we are holding a town hall style session at the Engage conference in early June in Las Vegas. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to talking to you again in the future.